shit, real shit. There's a thing on my hip. Real shit, real shit. You could be the next lick. Real shit, real shit. My whole life is a flick. I took a risk that nearly cost me my life. Did so many wrongs that I had to make right. Gotta stay calm, cause they creeping at night. Hand on my gun, I might be gripping too tight. Pop, pop, go to heat, dust the smoke off my fingers.
From KMOJ FM Radio, and this is the Green Gold Show. A little bio about myself. I come out of Houston, I come out of Atlanta, and I come out of Philadelphia. I say all those locations because I've done radio. I would name Philadelphia as home, though, because that's where I lived the longest. Been in radio over 20 plus years, but now I'm in the Twin Cities and enjoying it. And I yet the young man, I have met him, Dre Green, the good cat, and he's doing this new adventure. What would you call it, Green?
I mean, I just call it a podcast, you know.
Podcast.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm here on it, so we gonna jump on it. And tell us about yourself, Green.
Man, I'm Dre Green, man, North Minneapolis, low ends to be exact, because I got a lot of fans out there that know what that means, man. Certain
What it mean? I don't know what it means.
It's sections in Minneapolis, and especially North Side, man. You grew up, you know what section you in. You kind of know how the people operate and how you move and where not to go. You know about the neighborhoods where you ain't supposed to go, Glenn. You know all about that. It's called the
low end?
Low ends, man. Low ends. I'm from the section of low ends. We got high ends, Tangletown. You got all type of stuff, you know.
I didn't know that.
But I'm a section.
Well, I'm
section,
in the low
man.
end. I'm down there on Fremont and Broad. Is that the low end?
I mean, depending on what number, but I don't want to give up all your information.
Well, I don't give it that gum. Over there by Turning Point. 16th Broadway.
You low end.
Golden
then,
Valley Road.
You low end there.
Yo,
man.
I'm low then. Yeah, I am low. That's the truth, Roof.
So
yeah, I'm on the low end. You're that good right about that.
Man, talk about myself a little bit. From North Minneapolis, man, a football player, but as well, I'm a college student in my final semester. Lord, thank you.
Yes.
At Southwest Minnesota State, broadcast journalism major and a minor in sports business. And man, just the reason why I did this podcast, man, I have dreams, ambitions, and goals, and ideas about doing a lot of things in broadcasting. And this is just one to just broaden my horizons and just pairing up with Glenn, somebody who's been in the game of radio and broadcast for a while, knows the ropes. And, I call Glenn my Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. He's just been my helper, my guide, and just teaching me the things that they don't tell you, in mainstream. And so I'm just hoping that this show is a good turnout and a good fan base, and we're going to give you everything, every and anything. We're going to go from sports to music to girls, big booties, little booties.
All kind of booty. and listen, man, and I call you the young Luke Skywalker. Your entrepreneurship, you ready to branch out and try everything. You ain't scared of nothing.
Oh, no, I ain't scared either.
And real recognize real. That's why we got along first time we met. We was like, hey, man, good vibes. You can tell a lot from a person if you're going to, your first interaction to me, you can see if you're going to kind of get along or not just by the conversation. And, shaking hands, real recognize real, I should say. So I'm looking forward to the show, man. I'd like to bring up something, though, real quick, though, about the dress of the young men up here in the Twin Cities and in Philly and in everywhere. And that's about where everybody got their head and pants hanging all the way down, man. Where it happened to the belts now?
Well, man. I mean,
look at here, man. They can't even walk.
That's a good point you say the belts, because a lot of people try to rock these designers and fake designer belts, Louis Vuitton and Gucci belts and stuff like that,
and fake.
Yeah, but let's get to the point of
why did for me by the ankles, by the knees.
For me, being 25, growing up in the early 2000s era, Cash Money, Jay-Z and them was big time and all of that. And it was like everything was baggy. Rick Ross, baggy tees.
Right.
I remember you could go to 7 Mile and get 10 tall tees for $10, each one for $1, and had a little red stick on the tall tees, man. Every color. My brother used to always have them. Girbaud jeans, and them boys just used to sag, man. I mean, that was the way of life for them. I ain't gonna say it was the way of life for me. Did I sag? Yeah, because in middle school, you dealt with a lot of peer pressure if you didn't, man. But we had to wear uniforms in middle school. I remember that too. So, man, with the pants sagging, I don't know, man. It's just an ongoing epidemic of brothers that think it's cool.
You think it's going to ever change? I mean, we do have the skinny pants, the skinny leg suits, but that's kind of for the older guys.
I think it's changing now because I think people, man, with the pants sagging, I don't know, man. It's
saggy.
it's just an ongoing epidemic of brothers that think it's cool.
You
or
think it's
tough.
gonna ever change? I mean, we do have the skinny pants, skinny leg suits, but that's kind of for the
I
older
think
guys.
it's
that
changing
doing it.
now because I think people my age and then where the culture is now, we wear tight jeans and everything's pretty fitted. Not weird tight, but everything's fitted. Everything's the way it should be. But you still got brothers, stuck in that era, man. They mind stuck in there, Glenn. So you know how that is,
I
man.
feel you. Well, my era, man, we had Jerry curls. Yeah, back in the day, I was trying to look like Prince. I ain't even gonna front. I had the curl. You know what I mean? I was trying to do that thing, boy. I was like, you couldn't tell me nothing. Give me some Carefree curl juice and squirt it in my head.
You ain't had no
before I go
soul
to the-
glow? You ain't had no soul
You
glow?
might as well call it soul glow. Man, listen, I used to sleep with the little baggie on my head. One time I slept in there, you got to keep your glycerin. You got to keep the grease in your skull. Keep your waves nice. And I put the baggie on there and woke up in the middle of the night, man. I thought I was suffocating because the bag slid in front of my face. And I was like, damn. So I had to slow down off of that. But I came out of it, so, you know what I mean? Eventually, the saggy pants going to have to fade.
Man, they're going to have to fade, man. On to our next topic, man. Speak a lot about the views on weed. We're going to keep it pretty brief, but
Oh, yeah.
I just think, man, what I don't like about the whole concept is that brothers can't make money off it. I'm for my brothers. I'm for the hood. I'm for everything, but you let white America take this drug and now own these farms and make $1 million off it in these dispensaries we have out in Vegas and Colorado and California and Washington.
You said, yeah, when you say make money off the weed, you mean like legal.
Legal money. Yeah, I ain't talking about what
what they making money, but it ain't what
they ain't making what
legal.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
what
what
I'm
you're
talking about. Yeah.
Man, that's a good point. And what about the cats if they do legalize Twin Cities with weed smoking? What about the cats who's got locked up for selling weed?
That's another point. Then that's double. That's what we call double jeopardy, man.
They ain't gonna get that time back.
Man, they ain't gonna get that time, or they ain't gonna get free. So it's like
they gonna give him some money back.
Do they give Mike Vick his money back? Do they give his dignity back? No.
And then on your end, because you're an athlete, what about the cats out there who are smoking weed and they've been let go from the NFL for smoking weed?
I don't think it's
They
fair.
ain't
I
gonna get that scholarship. They ain't gonna get that money back.
I don't think it's fair to them either. You taking money off of dudes' plates that they feeding their family with. Man, I don't see no fairness in none of it. I think it's all jacked up, man. Because frankly, brothers should take the strike. If I'm in the NFL and I'm a place of power like LeBron James always speak about, I'm striking. You can get enough brothers that smoke weed in the NFL or the NBA to go on strike and make these owners make these rule changes and come out of it and reinstate these players that still want to play.
We wanna smoke. We wanna smoke. Let us smoke the dope.
Something like that, man. Something like that.
Fire up.
Something like that, man.
Talking about some real fire up. Fire up. Fire up. They could have so many different themes. They can fire off.
They could, man. They could fire off with it. So, man, it's an ongoing topic, man. We don't want to get too deep because you could go there.
We could go deep. We could get some legal analysts.
Oh yeah.
We could get some people from California.
We ain't even bringing statistics up about it, man. But I know one thing. Leave it with this. They've only had one casualty of death from weed. Other than that, I've never heard somebody dying from it. So, far as the part of being an athlete, I would rather take weed than you giving me some
alcohol.
Alcohol
is much. That's absolutely sold on every corner out there almost.
Oh, yeah.
And it's legalized alcohol. You know what I mean? How many black owners use distilleries do you know about either? Since you brought up weed farmers or black weed farmers.
But they won't
how many alcohol distributors and stuff like that do black owners have?
But they want to put They want to put a liquor store on every corner, these rule changes and come out of it and reinstate these players that still want to play.
We want to smoke. We want to smoke. Let us smoke the dope.
Something like that, man. Something like that.
Fire up.
Something like that, man.
Talking about some real fire up. Fire up. Fire up. They could have so many different themes. They can fire off.
They could, man. They could fire off with it. So, man, it's an ongoing topic, man. We don't want to get too deep because
you could go there.
We could go there.
Deep. We could get some legal analysts.
Oh yeah.
We get some people from California.
We ain't even bringing statistics up about it, man. But I know one thing. Leave it with this. They've only had one casualty of death from weed. Other than that, I've never heard somebody dying from it. So far as the part of being an athlete, I would rather take weed than you giving me some
alcohol.
Alcohol
is much. That's absolutely sold on every corner out there almost. And it's legalized alcohol. You know what I mean? How many black owners use distilleries do you know about either? Since you brought up weed farmers, black weed farmers.
But they won't
how many alcohol distributors and stuff like that do black owners have?
But they want to put a liquor. They want to put a liquor store on every corner, huh,
on a church and a liquor store.
Every corner.
On every corner. After you get drunk, try to get saved. Ain't that some stuff? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. But you know that this show is going to be excellent, man, because I like the way we're going to be covering a lot of different topics. Top of the mind, you're going to work on getting some guests. We're going to get some guests.
We got some guests, man. I like what Glenn talked about earlier, man, about the business aspect, man. This is also not going to just be a show where me and Glenn are going to talk. I'm going to feature a lot of people, and I got my segment, what I call LBE, Local Black Excellence. And I'm going to have people from my aunt who's a hairstylist to my buddy that's a fitness trainer, and I got other people, local underground rappers and businessmen in the community, a couple of my boys that are doing things and just trying to expose them and get them out and get their platforms heard so, we can all come together as one, because that's what it's about, man. It's not about us being crabs in the bucket, but the more we empower each other, the better we will be.
That's right. Support each other. And I definitely, way you gave me information about some of your family members, besides your mom, but your auntie Wendy's.
Auntie
Wendy's Soul.
Shout out to Auntie Wendy, man.
Auntie Wendy, I was there last night. I know it's going to be, I don't know when we're going to play this, but I was there last night. Oh, my.
Tell them about that nanny, man. You got that nanny soul roll? I got the
nanny soul roll. Go in there and get the snack pack. Check it out. You get 2 wings, fries. You get the soul roll. Incredible.
Tell them what you told me, Glenn. You bit the box, man.
I was getting ready to eat the box. I'm telling you, and everybody else on Broad Street, Broadway, I don't think I'm going to be seen in those locations anymore. I'm going straight to Wendy's. I'm going to Wendy's, and I ain't talking about the hamburger joint. Wendy's Soul Food. Man. I don't even know the address of the little store.
It's right here on Broadway, man. If my listeners in North Minneapolis, y'all know where to find it. My listeners nationwide, if you ever come visit Minneapolis, come out here, man. But we're going to conclude this show. Tune in next week. Next week
that
episode.
Went too fast. We got to keep on pushing.
Man, I wish we had more time, man. But next week episode going to be good because me and Glenn, we talk about this a lot. And this is about relationship and women, man. We're going to talk about old school dating versus new age dating, man. The epidemic of Bumble and Tinder to how they used to do things back in the 70s and 80s, man. It's going to be crazy.
And
man.
Where they at, too. I'm trying to find. I'm tired of seeing Bumble butts. I need some nice, athletic, upper echelon. Not even upper echelon, just nice.
You said the red bones. They said come out.
Red bones, any type. Don't get it down. I don't want the ladies to be getting mad.
Oh, no. Ain't no discriminating, but it ain't no hibernation season no more. So Glenn said come out, man. It's the summertime.
Yeah, let me see something. We went on a little cruise, and I wasn't too excited. But, I'll take that back. I love all you ladies. I'm just looking for the other kind.
Man, well, it's Dre Green.
And Gold.
Hey, you watching the Green and Gold show, man. Tune in next week. Peace.
Peace.
That was the one.
Fox Hills, like a motherfucking boss, ask me how I feel. Successful street nigga touching them first meals. Whoa. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price.